All right, try again. Round 2. Let's draw better. Does this count as draw better? I guess. This kind of counts as draw better. How do we play this? Do we just like go mana crypt, cycle, late claim, work from there? I feel like this is a keep, but I'm not really like the mana crypt does make the stand still awkward, but I think it's still probably fine. All right, I'm gonna cycle this late claim. Interesting. I don't really know where I'm going with this life here, but I believe the only place to go is in. Like we have a brainstorm, but what if we don't hit a fetch? We just die? Whatever, man. I don't think whatever we just did was correct, but we're here for it. Yes. Okay. This is great. Let's just put this away and just jam a standstill. If it gets countered, we jam a standstill. Sure, why not? I'm in. Opponent's probably just like, why did my mana crypt opponent jam a standstill? And to that, I would say, you're right. Why would we do that? I'll tell you why, though. The minute we draw one of our 4 Shark Typhoons, we are the winner. Not the winner, but like we're in a winning position. We are in a. I mean, I have to get a Tundra here. I'm not really happy about that. All right, it's fine. We have 4 Shark Typhoons. As long as we find one, we should be able to race our own mana crypt, I would assume. I mean, I don't want to taunt our mana crypt, okay? I don't want to taunt our mana crypt because our mana crypt he's a fickle guy. He likes to hurt me. Why does he like to hurt me so much? I've never met a mana crypt that is so anti its owner. Why would we fetch here? What is the fetching doing? Whoa. Ah, you love to see Ancestral Recall. Oh, we were gonna draw the Shark Typhoon next? Man, this... Ooh, okay. Let's go. If I play a standstill next turn and they counter it, and I resolve a replenish, I have 2 standstills, and I lay claim their land. Alright. So if we don't die here, oh, that's not gonna get the job done with my cast out in my yard. So I just need to find a... Well, maybe I should have cycled in response. Probably should have cycled in response, chat. Not the smartest play. Well, I feel like we would want a force no matter what here. So, but the thing is, if I found a force of negation, I would have wanted to cycle in response. So there was really probably no reason not to cycle in response. I'm trying to find a force of will to protect my replenish. But if we can resolve this replenish, I do think we're in a very victorious scenario. That's all we need to do, is resolve this replenish. Alright, we have 2 replenishes. Do we have 8 mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Why are you like this? 7's an awful number. Alright. If we ponder, can we find something that will let us resolve our replenish? Well, I guess we could find a Lotus, which would be plus mana. Let's ponder. Ah. I see. Alright, well. Shuffle. I drew another Replenish. Alright, well, we're gonna jam. Should we jam Standstill? Nah, we'll just lose to Oath. So we can't even bait with a Standstill. Well, I already played into Mindbreak Trap, so we might as well just play a Soul Ring as well. Alright, I sure hope this resolves, chat, or we're about to get Grizzle branded. I guess we have plays for next turn. This just resolves? Oh, I would love your Volcanic Island, and I would like to cast out your Oath of Druids. And then I'm gonna not jam a Standstill because I already have a Standstill. Wow, this deck is lit. This deck is so sick. What the heck? I love it. I love it. I love this deck. It's too fun. I only cycled twice. Once? I don't know. Some number. It's really easy to cast Replenish with all these mock. Yes. Yes. Oh, another one for the wall, chat. Put it on. Another one for the wall. I think it goes off a lot. The only reason it didn't get to go off against Pio is because Pio is like 3 turns faster. Pio is just a really good deck against nonsense. Pio is like Pio takes this kind of nonsense and just really makes you look silly. All right, so I took out the cages, so we no longer have cages, but we do have Seal of Cleansings, so I guess it's fine. We still probably want Strip Mine in this matchup. What don't we want? We kind of want most of the things, to be perfectly honest. How do we board here? Alright, I'm thinking out Strip Mine. I couldn't find anything to board out. What do we board? Is there like... maybe we board out the Mana Crypt in this matchup. Maybe? I don't know. I'm grasping here. I'm grasping. What we do? Do we trim? I feel like we want all of the cast outs though. Standstill is pretty good against Forbidden Orchard. Pretty bad against Oath. But it's probably fine. Alright, let's just go like this. I don't know. I don't really know, chat. We're trying things. We're trying things. I'm not sure the correct play here. Alright. So that was a really good game 1. I think we were probably too greedy with what we did and our keep and what we did with our keep, but I'm willing to get a little spicy. Let's see how it works out, kind of thing. I'm gonna keep a library on the draw, especially with an answer to Oath. There's a lot of enchantments that do a lot of cool things. Not many of them cycle, is something that I found. You can, I mean, we have Thirst for Meaning now, so we can probably fit in some of the more techie stuff, because we can discard it. But that's Thirst for Meaning is another big reason I decided to put ley lines in the sideboard, is we can now discard them, which is kind of nice. Nice. It's a good place. Library about to look nice as well. Search for Azcanta is not my favorite enchantment. That card is, like, glacially slow. It's like, you thought Library was slow? Search is even slower than Library. I can lay many a claim. I really hope opponent doesn't play an Oko here, because I'm really not equipped to deal with that right now. Alright, thank you. Thank you, opponent. I appreciate the no Oko. Oh boy, that would have been bad. I understand why search is good. I just think it is way too slow. So slow. Crazy slow. It doesn't actually get slower. Animate Dead, World Gorger. Those are magic cards. You have successfully determined... Alright, I'm going to draw here. I got a lot of things. The unfortunate part is not a lot of my things do anything. So, like, now I can't jam a standstill because of opponent... Well, I mean, I can just Seal of Cleansing this, but... Yeah. I think I do want to Cycle, though, and make a counter fight off of it. Maybe I don't. I don't know. I'm bored. Let's just do it. Alright, this resolves. So, I don't have a creature in play, so it's fine right now. But I do have options to kill it, but I can't jam a standstill, because if they then play an Orchard, we're going to be in trouble. I do need to hit land drops, though, so that I can keep playing cards. Land drop? Land drop? This upkeep, I would like a land drop. I want to, like, find a land and then play Seal of Cleansing with Flusterstorm back up. And then still be able to draw with Library. That would be where I would like to be right now. Obviously, I have some other options where I can, like, cycle or something. I have time, but missing land drop here would be very sad. I would not be super happy. I would take a Moxen, too. Though I would really like an on-color Moxen, if possible. Like, this hand would be significantly better with just one Force of Will. Like, I kind of wanted to be able to fight over this a little bit. Small amounts. Because if I did fight over this and they let it go, then, like, I have free reign to jam my standstill, which obviously is great with a Library in play. You don't want to really put, like, bad cards. And all right, I say that as I put a lay claim, but the lay claim, like, has great synergy. Whereas, like, oh, I drew the land drop. Say it ain't so. All right, so I'm just gonna play this Seal. I have Fluster back up. I get to draw a card off of Library. They kind of are like, they don't actually have that many counter spells that counter this. This is the, okay, yep, I draw off of my Library. Lay claim. This is true. Excuse me. So opponent needs to have their own Fluster or a Mental Misstep to be able to pay for this, which they didn't. So they might have another Force for my Seal. Then they would have 0 cards, and I would be very, very happy with the state of this game. I'm still obviously very happy with the state of this game. We have an active Library, 7 cards, and the Oath is not a threat, and they have 3 cards, so... So I hold this Seal in case they Oko and make their own thing. I don't know why they would do that. Wait, I don't have a creature in my deck, right? Fuck. I thought I was going to get an Oath trigger here. I really thought I was going to get an Oath trigger here, but I am going to get an Oath trigger, but I don't have a creature. Never mind. Alright, so I could actually hit this in response so they have no creature, and then I could... could do something. I don't know. I kind of have to... Like, this is a problem. I have to kind of... I don't have to hit the Oath right now. They don't have a creature, but they will have a creature, so I can't play Standstill anyways. I do get to just cast this out if I'd like. I can't really hit this because if they just follow up with a Forbidden Orchard, I get kind of wrecked. Yeah, let's just let this happen. So obviously I have an Oath trigger here, and I did at some point consider Monastery Mentor in my deck. It's kind of a shame I don't have it, but I'm just gonna let this know. Maybe I shouldn't draw. Okay, that's a good draw. Now I can draw back up to 8. That's unfortunate. Let's just cast out the Oko right now. We can take 3. We're not really at risk. And we don't have to blow up the Oath because they shouldn't be able to trigger it. We have some sharks to either trade or buy time at some point here. They do have Fetchland Brainstorm, so they probably have 2 decent cards. Let's see what they come up with. Dak Faden? No. Okay. It wasn't an Oko or a Dak Faden, which makes me happy. What do we want to do? We have a lot of options, that's for sure. Or Mod's Crypt. Alright, so we're on the hard cast game plan, which is fine. We're not really in a large amount of threat here. So I think I do probably want to activate this library in my upkeep. If I draw and go to end of turn. Kind of want to like get rid of this. I just gotta try to figure out the best way to get rid of it. Maybe it's just a cycle of Shark Typhoon, in which case I'd rather just activate library on their turn. So this is just a fine draw. That's a great card here. I'm okay with this. So I actually could play Standstill and still have enough mana to play a 3/3 Shark Typhoon to block, and then still have enough to play a Shark Typhoon after. I would be sacrificing 1 library activation. How do I feel about that line? Just kind of seems unnecessary. I don't need a Standstill right now. I'm not really worried about much besides an Oko, I guess. At some point I can just lay claim this Oko though, right? I have 7 mana. So if they played an Oko, I could take an Oko. This deck gets I feel like it's much better with the full Moxen Sol Ring plan. We just have a lot more to work with, and this library has just been outstanding. It's very good. Is it worth it to draw now? Yeah, let's draw now. Interesting. Lots of things here. Lots of things. So I think now is a pretty reasonable time to make a shark. They could have a Pyroblast, which is fine. We have some room. Do I want to have 1 mana open for Flusterstorm? No. I just want a 4/4 shark. Alright, so they have a Pyroblast. That's fine. We go to 9. They have 1 card in hand. I think we're in a pretty commanding position here. I think we just play our land drop. We now have the force. We would have to pitch a card at end of turn here. Sounds fine. Maybe we just pitch one of these late claims. All right, we have infinite riches now. I do need to make sure that I seal this oath if I make a large shark and block. All right, that's enough. That was sweet. Library just kind of murdered our opponent. When opponent isn't like playing Bazaar of Baghdad or killing us on turn 1 with Pio, that's obviously the matchups where Library is still kind of reasonable in Vintage. But you can see how it's not super good at some points because they could like play a turn 2 Oko, and the Oko is probably going to outgrind the Library. So